Sky here lives in an apartment building, and she likes to bark when people knock at the door. So in this video, I'm going to go over how you can use this concept of counter conditioning to stop a dog from barking. And you can see she's very interested in the treats I have. When you do this, you need a very high value treat, something the dog's very interested in. I'm using the Tricky Trainer Chewy liver flavored treats. Now I can actually smash it so it's like a pancake. What I'm going to do is let her start nibbling on it. Now your dog needs to have a soft mouth when you do this. Now, as you notice, I can control where she looks by turning the treat whatever direction I want. We're, at this point, only going to do it with sounds of the sound of knocking at the door. But you can do this with skateboards, bicycles, anything that your dog is reacted to. So I want to start off by getting the dog used to chewing on the treat this way. Now, during counter conditioning, what we're going to do is we're going to deliver something, a positive reinforcer, in this case the treats, to the subject, the dog, before the stimulus happens. The stimulus is going to be a knock at the door. So I'm going to do this a couple times so she's comfortable and used to doing this. Now I have one of the roommates outside, and anytime I say a number, he's going to knock at the door. Hopefully he can hear me. So I want to make sure I'm delivering the treat first before I knock, before we have the sound. All right, when my first bad experience with the dog was when I was 7. So you see, she stopped and she heard it, but she wasn't as interested. Now, the first couple of knocks I asked him to do very softly, so they're going to be like that, like at a volume of 3. There you go. You're going to go a little bit louder next time. All right, so, and then when I was 10, now that was a little bit too much, so we're going to knock a little bit softer next time. Sit. Now, I like to make the dog sit when we're doing this. 19. Sit. You are getting a little bit hard-mouthed. Sit. 7. You are determined. I'll give you that one. Up. You got a freebie. All right, sit. And then when I was up, sit. When I was 9. We got no barking there. All right, how about when I was 11? Sit. I'm gonna have to switch hands. You're getting this one a little bit raw. All right. How about 1990? Here we go. 27? Now I'm just saying a number because I don't want the dog to hear now. So I sometimes do numbers, sometimes I do cities, sometimes I do countries. Just come up with a code. Up, sit. 21. So 84. All right, so now we're going to knock a little bit louder at 18. So that, when we spike that, we need to make sure, now you can lower the intensity a couple ways. I can increase the distance from the dog and the stimulus. I can slow down the speed of the stimulus, or I can turn down the volume of the stimulus. In this case, we're using the volume. But we could also move further away, or you could practice this in your bedroom or the den or one of the other boys' bedrooms. I was trying to do this one more time. 44. 54. 54. 64. There we go. Evidently, he doesn't know the 50s. Just kidding. All right, one more time. Sit. When I go to Vegas, I like to play 21. Louder knock, no barking. So, well, after. Now, if you do practice this after a while, the dog will start to associate when the knock at the door. When the knock at the door happens, it means I'm getting a treat. Right now, the knock at the door means somebody's about to come in, and I think I'm a security dog because I didn't have any rules or structure before. Yeah, there we go. And so eventually, you get to the point where you can say 99. Again. 99. 100. And you don't have the dog that's barking. Now, after a while, she'll stop barking completely. You might need to move her further and further away at first until you can get like about 5 or 6 knocks in a row with no barking. Then move one step closer, repeat the process. And this isn't going to be something you're fix overnight. This is going to be taking about a week or so. And the other thing is, anytime she barks, you can also disagree. Again, that's using more of the negative. 21. And I prefer to use the positive. So this is how you can use counter conditioning to stop your dog from barking at sounds outside. It doesn't have to be just knocking as well. I had one client, the dog didn't hate the sound of Velcro. So we did it with Velcro, the microwave. I had one guy who's his razor, the dog freaked out because I think it was associated with the trimmers. So you can use this for any sound or sight or smell. I use the same concept basically for stopping dogs from being afraid of fireworks during the 4th of July. So this is how you can use counter conditioning to stop your dog from reacting to various stimuli.